update on the Vancouver Pro as well as other uh, obviously updates from the bodybuilders. So you have pre-show. Mark Berger, the friend of Iain Valliere from Canada, has a few shots of him which look gnarly. He's got the crazy lighting there that helps him look crazier. Mark Berger, just a quick tangent on him. He, is big. He's not so small. I mean, he started very small, um, a very natural look, as you can see there. And this is 2019, a post from 2019. I'm not sure if that was him in 2019, but he did start small. He had a pretty good physique for a small guy, and then kind of blew up into more of a unit, as you can see here. Um, just as the time went on, a couple years later, he completely changed himself, and let's say he just started taking tips from Ian and the professionals because he responded pretty well. You can see there he's not that weak either. He's bench pressing 160s, and that's for reps. That is not light. That's very heavy. So good for him for just like not pro, just strong dude. And then a quick update on Patrick Moore. If that's him now, looks like he's doing just fine. No injuries or nothing like that that can be seen here. Nick Walker, once again, update. He's just his side chest is just unreal right now because he looks so cloudy and puffy like off season. You have Sean Clarita, who's a 212. He's tiny. You forget how short he is, but man, he makes it up with just muscle density and a lot of compact muscle. You have this guy, Cruzo, jumping over to the IFBB Pro. So that's a quick update on that. So he'll be interesting to see go head to head with our IFBB Pros. Phil Heath is going to be helping announce the Olympia. So he'll be one of the commentators there. So that'll be pretty cool to have a 7-time Olympian there commentating. And then here's a quick downsizing updates. This is how Dexter Jackson used to look. He was a Mr. Olympia 2008. Now that he's downsized and he's retired, this is how he looks like now. Obviously, quite the difference, but man, is he still jacked. Imagine seeing like a 50-year-old or 45-year-old, however old he is now, at the gym looking like that. And Mr. Olympia. Same with another ex-Mr. Olympia, Dorian Yates. This is him now. Uh, Probably in Spain. I forget where he lives, but this is how he used to look. So it's just kind of crazy. He was like a Nick Walker balloony craziness, but he definitely looks healthier now, and I guess he likes yoga. And then you have Ben Pozolsky. I can never say his last name. Ben was never like a Olympia champion, but he was up there, you competitor, and this is how he looked like. He was just freaky looking. His legs were ridiculous. And I saw him in real life. He's a really nice guy too. He looks really good downsized. You have a quick update on Jeremy Potvin, who looks as usual. His chest, I think, is like one of his most noticeable, along with his waist. It's just weird looking and cool update on him. Branch 2015, Chen King. He is going to be a classic. He'll probably be winning the show. This is him pre-show. I mean, just paper thin body, and that's actually a video. I tried to download the video, but it didn't work. But he looks nutty here. So it's a quick update on him pre-show because his proportions, his size is just like his legs look crazy compared. His arms just brought up his upper body. His legs before were just way too overpowering. Then you have a quick update pre-show, Iain Valliere, and he says 22 weeks out from the Olympia. So he's just saying, kind of essentially, I already won the show. He's gonna take it from Antoine, who would be his closest competitor. Obviously, he's peeled. Those are his glutes. And you're gonna see further up here quite a few glute pictures. So prepare yourselves. So viewer discretion is advised. As you see there, a pure naked one coming up here. But yeah, that's his butt. That's how a muscly butt looks like without fat. This is a naked man. This is what you would look like if you didn't have fat on you, essentially. That's ridiculously low body fat. And he's got a big butt, actually, though, for a lot of people with skinnier butts. But he's massive. Those are big gluteus maximus, is like actually muscly. And he's peeled to the bone, as you can see there. Just a little callback to, I like when they do black and whites, kind of call back to the old times, like Dorian's. And here's going to be Antoine pre-show. I mean, obviously his side chest, his proportions are also ridiculous. He's really big. Like by himself, you think he's just good, but when he goes next to Ian, you're like, oh yeah, he's big. But here's Ian, essentially winning the show. It looks like his back has improved. His hammies, the details not as well there on the left leg, But look at Antoine, like you forget how big he is. His back and legs are like really good compared to Iain. And he's comparing to Iain, even his glutes. So Antoine came in, but his front shot, I don't know what's wrong with his stomach, if it's dystensia. I don't know if he's pulling it in weird. Maybe he needs to crunch his abs because he has a longer torso, but it's a little off there. Side chest, really good for both of them. A good move. And Antoine looks really good. Not gonna lie. Uh he I don't know if he's beating Iain, but he's doing really good in the back. They're comparable. Antoine looks really good once again because of his hammies. The upper traps are detailed on Antoine, but Iain's lower, I'd say, is a little better. Side tricep, I'd give it to Iain. Iain's, I think his posing's better potentially, even though he hits the tricep more. Antoine does. And then the abs and thighs, I'd say Iain's looks just cooler. He's not flexing his leg as well, but his serratus and obliques look crazier than Antoine's. And then that front double bicep, just kind of funky looking there for Antoine. I'm not sure why. It looks like he's sticking his belly out. And then Iain looks. I don't know if he's like spreading, opening as wide as he normally does, but it looks funny there too. His front lat spread, Iain beats Antoine in this one. It looks like his belly's sticking out again, and it's pretty close. So they have Antoine in the middle here. It looks like these Antoine and Iain are going to be first and second. The guy next to Antoine will be probably third. Now we're going to men's classic physique. Now the guy on the far left has a bigger waist, and the vacuum's not really helping. So Chen King will probably take it in the middle. I'm not sure who the fellow is on the right. He's doing pretty good though. His back is pretty peeled. Shane Kang's weakness is his back. Hammies all the way to the back. It's just not detailed. The guy on the left beats him there, I would say, except for the size. This your most classic pose. Shane Kang's awesome, but the guy on the far left is really good on that. He just has a bigger waist, so it kind of takes away from Shane Kang's wacky proportions of tiny waist, big V taper, big quads, especially when he does a little bit of a vacuum. It helps. And I think it'd help him beat the guy. You see there, these would be the top five for men's classic. Shane Kang in the middle, guy on the left, probably second, who just has a thicker waist, but besides that, and a little bit skinnier legs. But Shane King has massive legs, as I see a lot of Asian guys do. They have just huge legs. So overall, great show, great prejudging for the Vancouver Pro. I know lots of like random updates and just updates overall, and then we'll get the post show video coming up here later today.